Hi everyone. So I apologize for the lack of lighting. The all the lights shut off at the DAC randomly, so that's why we're in the dark. But in looking at this week's question, I think that um, it definitely varies and is contingent on the nature of why athletes have stopped playing, whether it be medical or something else. If it has to do with medical, I would definitely delegate to the athletic training staff. I mean, as an athlete, especially with like concussions and stuff, as an athlete, my sophomore year, I ended up having a concussion, and I pushed and pushed and pushed with the athletic trainers to let me come back, like, even a day early. And I'm so thankful that they kept me, with the impact testing and made sure that I took the time that I needed, because I ended up playing in the next game, and the first game that I came back, I ended up getting hit in the head again. So, I'm really thankful that they watched out for me. And, though I was being difficult at the time, I'm thankful that they were firm in that. So I think that as a coach, delegating to those who that's their, profession, I think that's the best option. And I think from a risk management standpoint, it frees them of any possible liability of, trying to overstep those who need to make those kind of calls. As for the ones that are kind of more personal, whether it be a tragedy of any sort, I mean, even in the most like severe sense of a death, I think that as a coach, as I said in my coaching philosophy presentation, just having that counsel hat and just kind of being very sensitive and empathetic and individualized with everyone, making sure that they're okay and that they're handling it well, and just being especially um, vigilant of like any signs of you know if there's any trouble or anything. I think that that's really important, because especially if the team is in season, like they're going to be spending a lot of time together, and it could be wearing on them, without them even realizing it. So I think that just as a coach, just kind of being very sensitive and taking the time as needed, depending, contingent on whatever it is that's happened. And, once everybody has kind of had that period to kind of reflect and take some time and let it sink in, I think moving forward together is the best option, because, you know, depending on what it is, like I said, it's all contingent. But I mean, if it's something that's, um, you know, once people have had time to recover from it, moving forward and not allowing it to kind of consume everyone and occupy everyone and get them away from, playing, I think is important as well. So, um, like I said, just being, you know, empathetic is part of the coaching job. And I think an effective one will be able to point out and see those that are, taking a little bit more harshly than others. So um, that's all I have for right now, and I hope that everyone has a good night.